Saturday the 9th of March 2024. First reading. Reading from the book of Hosea. Come, let us return to the Lord. It is he who has rent, but he will heal us. He has struck us, but he will bind our wounds. He will revive us after 2 days. On the 3rd day he will raise us up, to live in his presence. Let us strive to know the Lord, as certain as the dawn is his coming, and his judgment shines forth like the light of day. He will come to us like the rain, like spring rain that waters the earth. What can I do with you, Ephraim? What can I do with you, Judah? Your piety is like a morning cloud, like the dew that early passes away. For this reason I smote them through the prophets. I slew them by the words of my mouth. For it is love that I desire, not sacrifice, and knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. Responsorial Psalm. What I want is love, not sacrifice. Have mercy on me, God, in your kindness. In your compassion blot out my offense. O wash me more and more from my guilt, and cleanse me from my sin. What I want is love, not sacrifice. For in sacrifice you take no delight. Burnt offering from me you would refuse. By sacrifice, a contrite spirit, a humbled, contrite heart you will not spurn. What I want is love, not sacrifice. In your goodness, show favor to Zion. Rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Then you will be pleased with lawful sacrifice, burnt offerings wholly consumed. What I want is love, not sacrifice. Gospel acclamation. Glory and praise to you, O Christ. Harden not your hearts today, but listen to the voice of the Lord. Glory and praise to you, O Christ. Gospel. Reading from the book of Luke. Jesus spoke the following parable to some people who prided themselves on being virtuous and despised everyone else. 2 men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee, the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood there and said this prayer to himself: I thank you, God, that I am not grasping, unjust, adulterous like the rest of mankind, and particularly that I am not like this tax collector here. I fast twice a week, I pay tithes on all I get. The tax collector stood some distance away, not daring even to raise his eyes to heaven, but he beat his breast and said, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. This man, I tell you, went home again at rights with God, the other did not. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the man who humbles himself will be exalted. Gospel of the Lord.